Okay, so first I'll show you my groceries for the week. This is a grocery haul from Walmart. I spent $61 on all of this, plus a pack of Christmas M&Ms that I bought for my dad. And yeah, so I'll show you everything that I got. I didn't get a whole lot of produce because I had a lot left over from last week. I still have, let's see, I still have apples, I still have baby carrots, and I still have celery. And I have broccoli, so I have quite a bit of stuff in the fridge, and a lot of this stuff is will last me for like more than a week. It's kind of like pantry stuff, so let's get started. So first off, I got 2 of these fresh pork loins, and these are the applewood smoked bacon flavor, and this is what we're gonna have for dinner tonight. My dad is going to make these in the smoker, and my mom's gonna make cheesy potatoes, and then I think I'm gonna make some green beans. I also got chicken breast tenderloins. I really prefer getting these at Aldi. They're a much better price, but Aldi was already closed by the time I got around to grocery shopping yesterday. It was pretty late, so I got these. This is 2.4 pounds, so I will be using about 1.5 pounds of this for I'm going to be making chicken stir fry for lunches this week, and then I'm also going to be saving the rest to make some chicken noodle soup later in the week. Also for chicken noodle soup, I got chicken broth, so this is just a Great Value low sodium brand. I also prefer to get these at Aldi because they're like 89 cents at Aldi, and I think they're like $1.39 or 59 or something at Walmart. Not a huge difference, but it is better to get them at Aldi. I got some Jennie-O ground turkey. I'm either gonna make turkey meatloaf or we'll just have like ground turkey tacos this week for dinner. I got some Great Value beef jerky. This is the value pack in the teriyaki flavor. I really like beef jerky. I like having it for a quick high protein snack. I just don't eat too much of it because it does have a lot of sodium in it. I got a pack of whole carrots. I really do prefer whole carrots, and they're a lot cheaper than baby carrots as well, so I got a bag of these, and these are going to be for my stir fry this week and for the chicken noodle soup. I decided to splurge a little bit. This actually wasn't even that expensive. I got some of the Great Value powdered peanut butter, and this is just like PB2 pretty much, and I like this to go with my fiber shake. I have a chocolate fiber shake that I take at night on occasion, and I like to add that to it, or to smoothies or whatever. And this was a much better deal than PB2, and this actually had better macros than the PB2, so got that. Got a thing of green beans, and I have to wash those really good because my fiance was helping me check out at the grocery store, and he accidentally spilled like a pretty good handful of them on the ground, but I was like, I have to wash them anyways, you might as well put them back in the bag. So got those. I got a can of condensed soup in the cheddar cheese flavor. This is going to be for my chicken noodle soup. The soup that I'm going to be making is called crack chicken noodle soup. It sounds really good, so hopefully that turns out. I got a small bag of shredded cheddar cheese, just like to have that on hand. I already opened it, used it for breakfast this morning. A bunch of bananas. I got some medium egg noodles for the chicken noodle soup, and then I needed a treat for the week, so I decided to get Skinny Cow cookies and cream, and these are so good. I had one last night on the way home. So good. It doesn't even taste like diet ice cream. I think it's super yummy. So this is everything that I bought for this week, and now we will get into the meal prep. Okay guys, so I'm going to be sharing one of my favorite new recipes with you. It is for chicken teriyaki stir fry. This is pretty low calorie and it is so delicious. It's become a favorite recipe of mine and my fiance's. When I print off a recipe and put it in the recipe book, you know it's good. So this is printed off. I am going to add this to the blog if you guys are interested. I'll leave that linked down below. My blog, it's brookelaurenxo.blog if you ever want to check that out. But to start off, we're going to prep our veggies and our chicken. So for veggies, you will need 3 cups of sliced carrots. So I'm just going to start off by peeling a bag of carrots. You won't need quite all of it, but I figure you might as well slice, or not slice, you might as well peel all of them at one time. And you're also going to need 4 cups of broccoli. I don't have that filmed just because I already had it prepped from leftovers from last week. And then next we are going to prep the chicken. So I'm just using those chicken breast tenderloins that I showed in the grocery haul section of this video. You could use just chicken breasts. You could probably also use chicken thighs. Just use whatever cut of chicken you prefer. I don't think you could use rotisserie chicken. I don't think that would work out the best, but if there's any kind of chicken, I really prefer these tenderloins. I think they're super easy to cut up and to cook, but that's just my preference. And you are going to need about 1.5 pounds of the chicken breast tenderloins. Now it's time to actually start cooking. So I'm going to take 2 pans, one for the chicken and one for the veggies, and add 1 teaspoon of olive oil in each one. I just try to cook with the least amount of oil as possible, but I do like just a little bit. So in the pan with the veggies, I'm just going to give those a stir and start cooking those over medium heat. And then in the other pan, we'll add the 1.5 pounds of chicken. And I'm just going to be stirring both of these with a rubber spatula. Obviously 1 spatula for the chicken, 1 spatula for the veggies because of the raw chicken. And I'm going to be very generously seasoning the chicken and the veggies with some salt and pepper. I think a good seasoning of salt and pepper goes a long way. I think salt and pepper adds a great flavor to anything you're cooking, and we're just gonna, just keep cooking those. And I'm also going to be cooking some rice to go with it. So I just have the original long grain rice by Uncle Ben's, so I'm just gonna cook some of that as well. And when you cook the veggies with the oil, I like to just cook that for about 4 to 5 minutes until they begin to get a little bit soft. And then I'm going to add about 1 cup of water and steam them the rest of the way. I do like my veggies pretty soft, so if you like a little bit of a crunch left in your veggie, then you don't have to steam them, but that's just what I prefer. So chicken's done cooking, and I'm going to make the teriyaki sauce. So you're going to need 3/4 cup of water, 1/2 cup of soy sauce, 1 teaspoon of ground ginger. You could use fresh ginger if you have that, but I didn't have any on hand, so I just used this ground ginger that we had in the pantry, and it still tastes good, but I'm sure fresh ginger would make it taste really, really great. So that goes in the pan. And then we're also going to need 3 teaspoons of minced garlic. I had this garlic paste that I bought. It's okay, but I pretty much just want to use it up, so I'm adding 3 teaspoons of that to the sauce. Next, we are going to use 2 tablespoons of light brown sugar. And we were also going to need 3 to 4 tablespoons of honey. I use 3. If you like the sweeter teriyaki sauce, you could add 4, I suppose, if you like. But I think that 3 is plenty. So I'm just gonna scrape that off with a knife and make sure I get all the honey out in between each one, so I have the full 3 tablespoons. Next, we are going to need 3 teaspoons of sesame oil, and next you're just going to give your sauce a whisk, and you're going to cook it on medium heat for 2 minutes, and then you're going to want to turn it up to medium-high heat and then bring that to a boil. Turn it down to a simmer, and then you're going to add a cornstarch slurry that you make in a separate cup which basically means that you're going to combine about a tablespoon to a tablespoon and a half of cornstarch with about 2 tablespoons of water. Whisk that together so the cornstarch is dissolved, and then add it to the sauce, and that's just going to be your thickening agent for the sauce, and it'll make it turn from more like of a liquid to a sauce. So now we're going to add everything together. So I'm so excited. This is just so good. I added the chicken to the veggies. I gave that a stir, and now that our sauce is done, we're going to add that to the pot as well and give it a good stir. And you guys, this is just one of my favorite meals, and I love how many veggies are packed into it, and it tastes so good. So for meal prep, I am going to take a half a cup of rice and then 1 serving of the stir fry, and I'll have all the information for like the serving size and stuff in the blog. But it's 360 calories for the rice and the veggies together, and then it's 7 grams of fat, 44 grams of carbohydrates, and 28 grams of protein.